Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. My friends Freddie, the Teddy, and Patrick are still sleeping. Gertrude and Beatrice are with us. This is your card of the day. So if I didn't already say it, welcome, 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 all new subscribers, existing subscribers. I am incredibly grateful for all of your help. Now, every week on a Sunday, which today is, I will choose a new significator for the week. And I was using Archangels, and now I've switched to the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. Illustrations by Jennifer Hawkyard. I have searched the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine to see who this illustrator and artist is, and I am not finding somebody, so I'm not really positive who to give credit to. But there is something interesting about what has happened today, and it does happen, and it happens quite often, but the point I'm making is that many times we second guess, those of us that read, listen, hear the whispers of the cards, listen to the messages that come. We oftentimes second guess what is coming or why it's coming. And this today is a lesson in you should not second guess them. So first of all, let me go through my isms, and then I'll get to that message. Vibrate with the cosmic light of heaven and shine. I am wisdom. I am light. I am a star and I shine bright. I am always with my inner being and everything is wonderful. Your inner being leads you exactly where you want to go, and your inner being brings you messages no matter what. And today is not an exception to that rule. It's a 3-day, which means the ascended masters, the ascended ones, your loved ones, the ones who have crossed into the non-physical existence are around. They're giving you gentle guidance. And a 3-day is talking about being optimistic, confident, artistic, enthusiastic, playful, joyful, buoyant, insightful. This is working with the 3 of water, which is a time to celebrate, a time to get into your power, the power of who you are, what you are. And it's really why I chose the Archangel Power Tarot deck, because the archangels give us confidence. When we're working in angel realm, we get the confidence to walk forward in spiritual truth, in spiritual growth. And this is why I think I haven't used this deck much, but that's the reason why I'm choosing it to use it today. Now, here is my, not a dilemma, but as I shuffled this deck, the Divine Masters deck, to find our significator for the week, I'm shuffling, and our card of the week last week showed up. And Commander ASHTAR, for those who weren't in last week, and I said, wow, this is a personal message for me that I'm being asked and invited to join Commander ASHTAR's light or leadership activation. Thank you. I welcome you. But, I thought, well, if you are supposed to be with us this week, then, you can reveal yourself. I put him back in the deck and I shuffle. And guess what? Ding dong merrily on high. He says, I am not going anywhere. I am with you for another week. And it has happened before. We've had various variations of Archangel Michael in the different decks that Radley Valentine uses show up in different forms, in different ways. So this, without any doubt, is a calling for the divine masters that you've got in your life, the keepers of ancient wisdom. Call on them. Thank them for revealing to you, me, and everybody else what you need to know. And above all, be willing to listen and to receive whatever guidance is coming. And I'm hoping that's not too chewy, too wordy, and too much for you to get to. But when spiritual leaders and teachers of mine would say this stuff happens, I thought, well, it seems very strange, but now I know it's true. So let's get on with the card of the day, and I'll stop waffling. All right. Thank you, Gertrude. And well, there's the jumper card. Look. All right. Let me just go with that. I'm just going to go with that. I think I just got to trust it and go with it. And this is the wobbly part of doing readings where we aren't really sure what we're doing. The page of Ariel. Now, Ariel is in this particular suit, the giver of gifts and abundance. Can be seen as pentacles, can be seen as earth. It's reliable, clever. The page of Ariel is very educated and well balanced. If we look here, we can see in the image, our subject is really in the Hall of Records, the spiritual library. I mean, look at the images on the roof, all kinds of stuff going on. And if you look at her hair, she's got a halo of white. So definitely, here we've got guardian angels right there. And the page is kind of a young, fun, clever, educated, very open, very, what can I say, a sponge for information. And the message is that this is an excellent opportunity that will be offered to you. Scholarships, the pursuit of education, and time to get to work, which really speaks to our number 3 day, which is optimistic, confidence, enthusiastic, being playful, being joyful, being insightful, and really realizing the actual power that we've got. The commander ASHTAR is really saying you've got to trust in these abilities. And I think, in a way, it's about trusting what messages you're getting and what's coming through. Here's another reason. I'm hearing a lot from a lot of folks who are not feeling that confidence and they're not feeling that trust coming. I don't know why that is. I don't know why there isn't more trust. And I believe it's because an awful lot of powerful people, people that have shown themselves to be powerful, people that have shown themselves to be leaders of things. I don't know whether that's corporations or just people that are iconic. That's a better word for it. Some of the misgivings, perhaps some of the manipulations, some of the truths that are behind the images, behind the beliefs are falling away. In other words, a mask. That there are things that are no longer working, and the folks who are responsible for making them work are either walking away or basically putting their hands up and saying we can't make them work. I don't want to get into the weeds with that because that seems political. The point I'm really making is we all have this ability to teach ourselves and learn, but it comes from that gut feeling. It comes from the inner desire, that playful creativity that says, I think I'm going to pursue this and follow this. And if that means you just journal about it, write about it, you're actually being joyful in your creation of what it is you want to have happen. I think this is really about following your gut feeling, working with your angels and your spirit guides to guide you to the course of study that you need. And it might be that as we come up on St. Valentine's Day, as this Mars and Pluto clash happens, and we move more into, this new moon energy, which is a super new moon. And I thought I read somewhere that it's in stubborn Taurus. Someplace I read all that. This week coming up can seem a little volatile. It can seem a little bipolar, if you will, where there is this ecstatic, euphoric feeling of love and understanding, then followed by the opposite of it. So if you find yourself getting into the mental, emotional weeds and you're not feeling so great, or you're not feeling grounded, or you're not feeling that you can trust in the direction that you're going in, it's just simple. Get grounded. Call on your leadership skills. Where can you lead? And know that these masters and these ascended ones that have worked with you and are still working with you are there. Beatrice is telling me spirit guides, ancestral guides, ascended masters, them. I know some of you have mentioned how you have listened to Beatrice and you've listened to Gertrude and they've come to you with similar messages, and I think that's incredible. I love that. They are suggesting that above all else we have to trust it. We have to trust our inner instinct. The other part they want you to know this week is to work with boundaries. To work with what boundaries mean. Providing there is a bedrock of love and support and understanding and compassion, let's start with yourself. When you're giving yourself love and you're saying, I'm loved, I'm lovable, I'm fiercely loved, then you have the foundation with which then to load up on more of it. An empty vessel doesn't get very far. Confidence comes from self-love and that ability to put all those things in place. She's saying most of you are seen as being reliable, integrous, respectable. These are the values that other people gravitate towards. I'm going to suggest this week, since Commander ASHTAR is back with us, that you may be called on to lead something or someone, to bring your leadership. And it might be that you've been out on the sidelines in the wings looking for your opportunity, and you get your opportunity pretty quickly. There are opportunities for expansion everywhere. And right now is the time that most expansion is taking place. If you're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are coming, the best benevolent outcome for all. If there are still some areas of your life, and I know this sounds like a broken record, that you've got to clear up and clean up. Perhaps somebody told you a story. Perhaps somebody gave you their opinion. Maybe you're wanting to go down this road and it took a detour. If the detour did not seem mentally right for you, but seemed emotionally right for you, there's a reason why our emotions either don't gel up to our mind and our thoughts. The thoughts go first. Thoughts will create feelings. And here I know what happens. After you have a thought, the feeling pops up. The feeling leads to a behavior. This is why what we think should happen doesn't necessarily gel with what we feel should happen. Do you ever have that? We think something should be a certain way, but you don't feel like that's right. There's a reason for it. Because if you don't feel like it's right, there's a pause. And what we think and what we feel, they sort of have to do this for the behavior to match up with it. Then it's pretty cool, pretty good to go. It's about trust. I think today is about being playful, being fun, looking at all the areas that are expanding and where can you expand on them more. And I feel like that gets me complete. Listen, until tomorrow, I thank you for liking, subscribing, keeping this channel going, keeping this expansion going, and I might do something on monetization later on about how and why and what and the wherefores of that. I haven't got that quite right in my head yet. Until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.